Hey, Jasmine. Thanks for letting me come in and talk with you for a little bit. Looks like you have a house full.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, keep you pretty busy, huh?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. They're so cute. Well, I'm sure that you've got a lot to do right now between homework and dinner and everything else, so I don't want to keep you. Just have a couple of questions. We got a report, and I know whenever we get a report, we have to come out and we just have to see what's going on. How are things going around here?
I mean, depends on what you're talking about. Talking about my husband or whatever he is at this point. Not so good, but my kids are healthy and happy, and I mean, the youngest one has a case of lice right now. We're dealing with that, but
Oh, you're dealing with that?
yeah.
You got that taken care of?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Okay.
like takes a little bit to get rid of lice, but you know.
What have you been doing to?
Well, I've been looking up on Pinterest some like home remedy stuff, and using like a knit comb that I'd had from I don't know, from like years ago when her older brother got lice, like when he was probably like, I don't know, like 3, so we're talking like 10 years ago probably. But that wasn't working so well, so then I tried what is it, like dish soap, I think, supposed to help with it, but finally one of my neighbors said that they thought they had some old like of the knit soap or whatever that kills even like the eggs, so started using that last night, so we'll see if that works better.
Okay, yeah. Well, I know, Pinterest is great. It's got a lot of interesting things on it. I love it. Well, if the soap from your neighbor doesn't work, you might want to just check out the dollar store.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, they've got the shampoo now. It used to be really expensive, but now anymore you can get it for just a couple bucks. So you might want to think about that. If your neighbor's shampoo doesn't work, it's nice that they let you use it.
Yeah.
They probably don't want it back, but anyway, well, good. Well, that was one of the things. A couple more that we're just kind of concerned with because our job is to make sure your kids are safe, and so that's kind of why I'm here to ask some questions. Our report said that you're abusing Klonopin. Do you take Klonopin? Do you have a prescription for it?
I don't take Klonopin. I have some prescription medications that I take. One's to help me sleep, one is to like calm me down, and the other one is for anxiety, so I guess it's kind of also to calm me down, but it's like different. I have prescriptions though. Do you need to see them?
Yeah, I do. Let's finish this. I do want to see your prescriptions. That would be really helpful.
Yeah, I have prescriptions for all of them though. Like I don't abuse medication. I'm not some crazy person.
I know. Well, you know what? I don't think you're a crazy person. You don't seem like a crazy person, but when we get these reports, we've got to ask you about what's in the report.
I understand. So yeah, I'll show you my prescription. When you're ready, I'll show you prescriptions.
Okay. And would you be okay with doing a drug test?
Sure.
Have you ever seen the drug test?
For a job I had once, I had to pee in a cup.
Okay. Well, you don't have to pee in a cup. You just have to put a little thing in your mouth. It's almost like a sucker, but it doesn't taste as good. So yeah. So we'll just
I've never
do that.
seen one like that.
Yeah, they're pretty easy, and then we send it in, and we'll know in a couple days. And if everything goes the way you said, lines up with what you're saying, we're good.
Okay.
So it's no big deal. And the other thing on the report is that you are violent. That you've been violent in front of the kids. I don't know if there's something going on with your husband. The report said that you and he got in a fight a few nights ago, and you hit him. And our concern is mostly that this happened, that there's no report that says you hit your kids, but it said that you hit your husband in front of your kids. And when that happens, we have to come out and investigate what's going on.
Did you make this report?
I can't say who made the report.
I know you know. So did he? Like seriously? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous because let me just tell you what happened. Okay, he already called the police on that night, and they already took a full report. So I don't know why he thinks he needs to then report again. They already got my full report, but they told me he wasn't prosecuting and that it was not going to be a big deal. It was no issue. It's ridiculous. But okay, I'll tell you what happened. Okay, so My little girl Savannah over there, yeah. It was her 9th birthday earlier in August, and well, let me back up a few days. So, he had left that Thursday night because he was mad because I hadn't made dinner. So he left. Didn't come back all night. Didn't know what was going on. And then the 9th calls me and tells me he wants a divorce. So I'm kind of upset, okay? I'm sorry, but that's kind of upsetting news. I don't know about you, but not what I expected to hear that evening. Well, then, so that was the 9th, yeah, that he told me he wanted a divorce. 13th, it's her birthday party. He had already promised his 2 girls, because when he had left, he didn't take them with him, but he had promised that they could stay there till the birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
So then he comes over for the birthday party too, and he's there, and then he starts telling me that the reason he left me was for another woman. He told me he has a girlfriend, and they started dating 2 days before he left my house, and then when he left, he went to her house, and he's been living there since. So yes, I was angry. I told him to get out of my house. I mean, it was really both of our house, but I said, no, get out of my house. You cannot be in this house. I was angry. I think I had a right to be angry. So I was angry. And I told him to get out of my house, and then he starts telling girls. He said, girls, come here. Come on, we're leaving. And I said, no, let them eat their cake. Let them have their party. I think it's ridiculous. He shouldn't ruin their life because he wants to ruin his and mine. So I told him, let them eat their cake and have their party. Well, he starts yelling at them, get over here, we're leaving, come on, she doesn't want us here. So I got upset and I told him to go outside, and then he started trying to push back in the house. So yeah, I pushed him and I smacked him in the face because I thought he was being ridiculous. But you can see how the house is set up here. Like, we're in the living room here, we were right there at the door, and they were around the corner of the kitchen. They couldn't see anything. I'm sure they heard us yelling. Sure they did, and I feel bad about that. But he was being ridiculous. I would use some words, but I got my children here. I don't want to use those words in front of them, but you know where I'm going with that.
I know where you're going with that. Okay, so you're saying you did get in a fight. You did hit him, but the kids were not present.
No, not in the room.
Okay, they were not. Have you ever had any other fights with your husband where you got physical?
No, ma'am.
Well, this was the first time. Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, it's not good that you got in a fight, but I'm glad that the kids weren't. They didn't see that. That's hard for kids. I mean, this, if you guys do get divorced, it's going to be hard for them. So, fighting isn't going to help anything. Okay. Well, the last thing I've got here, we got a list for you. Sorry, is that you drink a bottle of Jaeger